Yo, what is good, world? It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King the third, and as always, I have my lovely co-hostess with the most by my side, Miss Reese Peacey, the one and only.
Hey y'all.
And on this week's episode of This, That, the Third, expect to hear such new news as
over 33,000 new cases.
it ain't no time. Neither. Also, in entertainment, hear such hot takes as
Goodbye, Insecure.
we shall never part. And last but not least, and everyone's favorite topic on This and the Third, which is none other than relationships. Chime in on such topics as
Fellas, if you and your girl go out with her friends, are you expected to cover the tab?
depends on what them friends looking like. Check this out and much more on this week's episode of This and the Third. Literally. So we're gonna begin this season 6 rundown with some new news for all y'all new news. So welcome to 2022, and Miss Reese was topping off our news segment this year.
So with that, there were 33,000 new cases today. I would really like to know how and when they're getting these numbers from.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually saw a post on that as well. I don't know if this was Dr. Fauci or not, but he was saying it's the difference between people that come into the hospital with COVID and people that come into the hospital because of COVID. So it's like, man, I got 12 gunshot wounds to the chest and you tested positive for COVID, so we're gonna mark that as a COVID case. And it's like, wait, I'm here for gun wounds. But they try to count everything as COVID related.
Because they get money for that.
Yeah, to make that fear, which sells and moves people in the direction that the powers that be wants to move.
Just like, okay, so let me say it before I finish my story. Mm-hmm. Just like the whole, there are majority COVID cases that are in the hospital are unvaccinated people. Come on. Stop it, y'all. Come on. Stop it.
That's cap.
I just be listening to what they say, and I'm like, y'all really trying to scare people out here, like hard. Yeah. So, and everybody on the View got it, and they all vaccinated.
Yeah, check that out.
Like, so what is the fucking difference?
I think I sent you a clip, and it was a dude. He was obviously being funny, but he was like, "Man, you want to know the difference? Is if you get vaccinated, as opposed to an unvaccinated person that can still get it and pass it along. You can still get it and pass it along and die from it just like them. But you vaccinated," and it was like, "Yo, what? It doesn't mean anything."
Exactly.
But he was being funny when he said it. But it's like, what's the purpose of the vaccination? One, if it's a vaccination against the original strand or whatever came out as COVID-19 as we first knew it, doesn't prevent Delta, doesn't combat Mu, doesn't even begin to address the strand that's known as Omicron, and now there's an IHU strand that I'm hearing about.
Right now.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, what is this vaccine doing besides giving somebody peace of mind at the end of the day?
Besides making Pfizer and them money.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. It's making a lot of people
of my wallet.
Rich.
Yeah.
And so to talk about Pfizer, they have a new antiviral pill that will be out around March.
Like a Flintstone chewable?
I don't know if it's true.
Man, I'm not trying to swallow a pill, bro. If you give me a Flintstone, give me one of them pebbles.
I did like the Flintstone.
Man, I just love the taste of them shits.
Side note,
I'll take 7, please.
Okay.
Overdose.
So I buy
so this ain't cereal?
the Flintstone gummies for the boys, vitamins.
You be eating them.
Know what? I said, these aren't candy. Man. Where are the vitamins?
You sitting here, man, Denmark said, you like, oh, this is not sunflower seeds. What are you doing? We need those for the month.
Yeah,
that's crazy. They are delicious though.
This Pfizer pill, are you taking it?
Pfizer pill?
Yeah.
I'm with Team Moderna.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know if you can gang bang into a different lane, but I think once you get with one brand,
Around the
you're supposed to
boosters,
stay.
you can go in.
You can go ahead and switch teams? Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Okay, well, now you do.
Okay, well, so everybody out there making fraudulent cards, you can actually put Pfizer on one line and Moderna on another if you want to keep it real. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I would be up for more vaccines, more boosters, more anything at this point because I don't feel like they're effective. I just feel like it's more of a sheeple mentality. Everybody's doing it. You can't, like, I look at those vaccination cards, whether they're real or counterfeit, that they're the key to the city at this point. Like, if you don't have it, you can't move around how you would need to. Not want to, because it's 15 degrees and there's nothing open. But if you do need to make that run and you don't have that card, you can't even do it. So, I don't know, man. It's just a means to an end at this point.
It's interesting. I wonder, because when they were talking about putting this mandate in place, the restaurants, one of the guys from Manny's, the famous corned beef shop on Roosevelt, his thing was he would be interested to know where people are getting it from.
Being COVID?
Are they getting COVID from restaurants?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they getting it from the grocery stores, from the gyms, from school, from work?
Yeah.
Like, because his thing was the city's putting so much emphasis on restaurants and gyms and business owners. You need to card everybody as they come in. He's like, let's find out where it's coming from.
Yeah, and that was a thing probably a year and a half ago, was contact tracing. There were different grants and everything out there for like community-based organizations that if you can figure out how to help us figure out where the source of this is coming from, we'll put some resources behind you. But I haven't even heard the word contact tracing used in over 18 months because nobody seems to care where you're getting it from. They just want to know, do you got it or not? Do you got the vaccine or not?
Did you have to show your vaccine card at Lollapalooza?
Nah, because we was on some, VIP, blah, blah, blah. We on a tour bus, So, and that was a different time as well. You know what I'm saying? It was summer, so I guess it doesn't survive as much in hotter climates, blah, blah. I think they were being a little bit more liberal and lenient.
So, it's safe to assume that this mandate should drop come spring, summer.
I mean, it may be just a winter mandate, like a winter in place, and I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have much to do in the winter, except get out of the city. So I'll just leave the city during.
And go to Indiana.
Yeah. Go to Indiana. I would go to the West Coast or something, but everything out there is shut down too. So you're not really getting into anything. Yeah. You just going to a warm climate.
This is a traffic jam. It's that in the traffic jam.
And now moving on to entertainment. So, Miss Reese, what's topping off our entertainment segment this week?
Well, apparently they found the person who shot young Dolph.
Justin Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I did see that come across on time. JJ.
Straight drop.
He straight dropped him. Yeah. So yeah, he's living up to his reputation.
He's a rapper, and apparently, the first post I saw about this was the fans knew before the FBI, because after he had got shot, I guess a lot of people were like, it was straight drop. He this, he that, he put out this.
We cracked the case. We cracked the case, y'all.
Yeah, well, now the FBI got a warrant, and he has a warrant out for another murder charge. So yeah, we'll see.
And I actually heard he dropped a single right after that called "Nigga, I Did It."
Oh God.
Nah.
I was about to say.
But that's how these rappers be. See, they be like, I shot Young Dolph. Is the name of my next album. It's like, bro, what? But one, his listeners and views and all that's gonna shoot through the roof, right? Because who knew? And then two, what type of time is he looking at? Or have they caught him or they just chasing him down?
They're chasing him down. They don't have him yet in custody.
He gonna get caught on some nana boo boo. I'm, going live from that. Oh, what y'all doing? Man, what are you going live for, bro? You're wanted. But R.I.P. to Young Dolph. I actually need to circle back to something I said last year now at this point when we first announced that we heard that he got slain, was the fact that he's not held in the most positive light, and as opposed to a Nipsey or something like that was doing good in the hood. Actually, Young Dolph had his hand in a lot of positive things.
Yeah.
Not saying they got enough publicity, but he was giving back and putting on for his hood. So it's just kind of like, they say the good die young. Dude, I don't know how old he was, but he wasn't old. You know what I'm saying?
30s.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's like,
they had 3 little kids.
There's seldom gonna be a time where somebody passes away and they've just done absolutely no good in their life, and you're like, oh, they deserved it. It's like there's not a such thing as bad people. There's people that make bad decisions. There's people that make good decisions. I don't make them good people. It's just we're all people and we're all trying our best. And I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't throwing dirt on that man's legacy.
So the man who kneeled on George Floyd's neck
probably was a good father.
And he just made a bad decision to kneel on somebody's neck?
I mean, making 51 out of 100 decisions that are bad, can you say that like, what's the cutoff? Like, he almost was 50-50. And that's a terrible example because it's to hell with him. To hell with him.
I know.
But that was a terrible decision, but I bet if he went to the crib, he probably had a loving wife and family that he adored. And I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. We get it.
Yeah. So he's on the run. So the case was cracked by the community. The feds are now trusting that information, have verified the information. Where we at with the facts?
The feds are on him now because from their investigation, they weren't listening to the community.
Yeah. They're gonna do their own research and recon.
They found out, and it was they showed a camera clip of him actually shooting. He had a face mask on, but this
Yeah,
part
you
was
could just
out.
tell from.
And it was another person there. They haven't identified that person.
Oh, he gonna tell. JJ gonna tell.
Yeah.
So now, what is that gonna look like? I'm assuming he's a Memphis rapper, right? I'm assuming he's not an out of town rapper. Just came to
he's
Memphis and
probably
shot this
from
man,
there,
right?
yeah.
So now, what does that look like? I'm Team Dolph. You Team Straight Drop. They looking for your boy, but until we find him. Like his moms, his relatives, his crew, aren't they all in danger? Ain't that how it go?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's how it go. That's called street justice.
This is a Traffic Jam. Traffic Jam.
And now, everyone's favorite topic on this and the third, and that is none other than relationships. So Miss Reese, what's topping off our relationship this week? How can I help?
First, I want to shout out Indigenous royalty and the black love that's on display.
Eh?
Martin and Coretta. This is
I would
one of
also
my
like to
favorites.
shout out God is Dope and
Black Women Matter.
all black women matter in that order. All right, so how can I help on relationships?
Okay. If you with your girl and her friends,
Okay, at the same time.
as a man, you must cover all tabs. Are these hidden rules?
This has not been my experience. Let me just say this. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, when I find myself out and, mixing and mingling with the bam, and let's say it's me, my girl, and her girls, I might cover around. I might, whatever, get the party started. But usually I roll in the type of circles where all the women are kind of successful enough that they expect to split the tab equally. So yeah, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? However, if it's a situation where I roll up on a group of females and I'm trying to, then it might be a round or two or three or a bottle if you're really trying to seal the deal. But I like what Deion Cole said in one of his stand-ups I was watching on Netflix. He say, man, I just go up to a group of women in the club and say, hey, which one of y'all like me? And I'll be back with a drink for the winner. So he just buys one drink and says, man, when I come back, y'all let me know whose drink this is. Whoever like me most, I like them back. So that's a good way. But as it pertains to, this is my girl and we came together, I would say we probably splitting. And if I'm just feeling good or whatever, then I probably would cover it. What would you expect?
So there was a time.
Yeah, like that's some young stuff. That's some young
early
stuff.
20s,
Yeah.
Where if we out, well, I never expected my guy to buy the round all night long, right? No, one, if he got your asses in the club, okay, that's one.
Yeah, that's a round.
Okay, because he got you in. You
Right, that was a dirty dub. Please believe.
And if he got you in VIP, that was two.
That's kind of 40. 40 ahead.
And so, it would be, but I think, no, he never, he would get around and then it would kind of be like we each would buy a round.
Exactly.
So it was never, we was just partying on him.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, no, this is our money.
Yeah. So y'all taking out her pocket. Yeah.
Right.
And I will also say this. It's different now because of the touchless ways that we can transact.
Right.
So now I'm not suggesting that you're at the table and it's a $600 tab and 6 of y'all put 6 cards in the thing. Yeah. I'm saying like I might pay the tab and they just, what's your Venmo? What's your Cash App? What's your Zelle?
Yeah.
So we understand like, or at least cover the tip.
Yeah.
Like I'm paying $600, y'all can come up with $75. You know what I'm saying? $80 to tip.
How about $200?
To tip?
Yes.
I don't want to be, outrageous.
No.
I don't want to be
Bitches
outrageous.
pay.
But cover the tip. Cover the tip.
This is a Traffic Jam. Traffic Jam.
Is that the
Traffic Jam. Traffic Jam.
doing this, that, and the third?